Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Jaime Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll send a tight end in motion. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texas first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll go again with Marks. A second effort, and he is in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Houston. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Jaime Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Chiefs 0.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly out to Rice.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll step up and run. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down. And he's got that 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, KC.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense are not ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton. In there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak, that's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He takes off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
1st and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Rolling to the left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third down and 3. Throwing is Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run straight ahead with Marks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down for Houston.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Right back to Marks on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now, screen set up for Marks. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud going to set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
2nd and 7. Once again, it's Martz. And he's in! Woody Martz! Touchdown, Houston. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Pacheco, 1st down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's Mahomes. Now he takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Patrick to throw. They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Oh, and he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with first and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. And to the tight end, Stover.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 33, here's second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Kittle. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with a sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On first and 10. It's Chubb. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
A big run by Chubb. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
On play action, Stroud. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
I love taking a shot downfield, especially after that previous play results in such a long run. I mean, the ability to create an explosive offense both on the ground and through the air. That's what every single team strives for in the NFL, and I like the way this possession's working out.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On the drop, it's Marks. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
On second down, Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Remigio now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3. Mahomes quickly out to right. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Bryce. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 4. They'll run with Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll take this one in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and the running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Returnable for Remigio. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs go up by 7. 28-21.
Texans 21.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Martz, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down. A gain of 12.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, They're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A run up the middle. Good job. And he'll take this into the 43-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Give to Marks from the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Stroud. That one outside for Marks. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
A second down throw for Stroud. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
48-yard line.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again, and he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
They face 2nd down and 7. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. 3rd-year man, Will Anderson, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. An inside give to Marks. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll go again with Marks. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down for Houston.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Stroud to throw. He'll look underneath here for Marks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Kirk is the motion man. On first down, it's Marks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans cut the deficit down to 1.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, it's back out to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to open up the lead to 8.
Chiefs 31, Texans 27.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Here's Remigio. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Mahomes now on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers wide open Nice conversion.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
That's taken in, and he's going to have a Texans first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2nd and
8. Here's Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins. There's the catch.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he will power his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Houston. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will line up for the...
They're going to try to run it in. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He looks forward for maybe a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Patrick to throw. That one pulled in by Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
4 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
42. Texans 33.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Stroud. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. On the ground, it's Ogunbowale. You talk about the moves, spinning out of that tackle, turning it into a gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run. It's Ogunbowale. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now Chubb. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a run by Chubb as we start the 4th quarter. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud to throw. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stroud. That's caught. Ogunbowale. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Crazy. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. They get 11. And quickly pick up a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
At the 43-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Harrison Butker.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. Second and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll take off again.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, Stroud. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
The Texans getting all set to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Mahomes quickly out to right. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Mahomes back.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Texans 36.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Stroud now sets up the screen for Chubb. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans are able to cut the deficit to 10.
53. Texans 43.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense, and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. To Rice. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Up in middle, he's got Kelsey. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, KC.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go with Chubb. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Time is an issue. 1 timeout, 2-minute warning to work with, but they need points. 1st down and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Chiefs' 47-yard
So, 2 minutes to
line.
play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here comes 2nd down. Stroud to throw. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They get 16 on that connection. 1st down for Houston.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, Great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, on 2nd and long. Stroud going to set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Mike Dana getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.